we start the show off today with breaking news. Gentlemen, Rob Gronkowski is back. He will play tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after a trade. That's right, he's still under contract with the Patriots. After a trade that sends Rob Gronkowski and a 7th-round pick from New England to Tampa Bay for a 4th-round pick, Tom Brady gets his man, Rob Gronkowski, who is also, I haven't heard otherwise, the 24/7 champion in the WWE right now.
Is he still right now?
Becky is the only one on the show who would hear otherwise. So if you haven't heard otherwise,
I have not heard
nobody's heard otherwise.
I tweeted this. The 2020 Tampa Bay Buccaneers just looked at the 2009 Vikings and said, hold my beer. You know what? That's cute. You got Favre. You know, all your moves, very, very cute. But we now have Brady and Gronk. And here's my question about Gronk.
Man.
Are the Bucs getting Gronk or skinny Gronk?
Well, right now they'd be getting skinny Gronk. But he's got several months to get back to...
Is he going to get to big Gronk?
Big Gronk here.
Okay.
Because, well, I mean, you saw the clips of him at WrestleMania a couple weeks ago.
No, I'm sorry. I missed him.
Oh, man.
I missed him. Sorry, Rami. I missed him completely.
Here, I'll find some pictures and pop them up on the video chat here.
He jumped from the balcony. He was ready to go.
Look at this. We're going to get pictures on the show. This is going to be great.
I'm going to find you a picture of Rob Gronkowski WrestleMania.
All right.
He does not look at all like a guy that would be stepping onto a football field next month. But he doesn't have to step onto a football field next month.
Okay.
He might not have to step onto a football field in September, not to be Buzz Killington. But your thoughts on Rob Gronkowski joining what was already a mass stable of weapons in Tampa Bay, gentlemen?
Rami?
The first thing that ran through my head was, does everybody hate Bill Belichick? Like, is this all... No, seriously, because this could be one of two things. This could be Gronk wants to come back and play, and he just loves Tom Brady so much and sees the opportunity to go there and win, so he's going to go to Tampa Bay and play with Tom Brady. Or this could be two guys who want to go somewhere and show that I don't need Bill Belichick to win. Like that was a lot of the speculation when Brady made the decision. Now you have two of the major players of the Bill Belichick Patriots both going down the coast to Tampa Bay to try and win a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick. Is this to prove something, or is this just Gronk wanted to play with Tom Brady and wanted a place where he could go and win? Because I don't think anybody doubted it was a real possibility that Gronk could come back, and people were throwing out Tampa Bay as soon as Tom Brady went there, but I would have thought he would have come back for the New England Patriots. He is not coming back for the New England Patriots. He's coming back to play with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Is this to stick it to Bill Belichick was the first thing that I thought.
So I did see in my brief preparation for this topic before the show started, I did see a tweet saying that Gronk is now confirming the report from a year ago or more that he was going to be packaged in a deal to the Lions from the Patriots, and that he basically said, I'm retiring before I do that. So I wonder.
So adding the list of players in their prime who are Hall of Fame caliber that said they don't want to play for the Lions: Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Rob Gronkowski.
Who would actually say, you know what, Hall of Fame career, I'm a really good player. Where do I want to go? The Detroit Lions. I can't blame him. But yeah, I think that this comes down to a lot of guys who probably think to themselves, okay, I'm going to play football in Tampa, Florida. It's nice. I don't have to play in the driving rainstorms and sleet of Foxborough, Massachusetts, and I get to get away from Bill Belichick. And I've got rings.
I can't find a photo of Skinny Gronk, by the way, because when he won the 24/7 championship, he had like a camouflage long sleeve shirt on, and like it just
Skinny Gronk is Skinny Gronk, though. I mean, that guy's got to get bigger to get back to where he was.
Is there a chance Vince McMahon could be in on this, saying, "All right, well, if I'm gonna if we're gonna shut me down from doing audience events, then I'm gonna put the 24/7 championship on NBC on a Sunday night game between the Buccaneers and the Saints."
If you just Google Skinny Gronkowski, I just did it. Not on the computer where I can share it, but if you just Google Skinny Gronkowski, there's actually side-by-sides of Buff Gronkowski and Skinny Gronkowski.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm going to pop this up because if you want to follow us video chat, just go to Score North, Twitter, Facebook, or Twitch, and you can see, oh, man. Yeah, this is – hold on a second here. Let me just open this image for you. This is great for radio. I know. Judd, calm down. It's coming.
It's jarring when you see it side by side.
All right.
It is absolutely jarring what I'm looking at right here.
Okay. Oh.
Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worse than I thought. He's emaciated.
And his his
Oh,
head
my
is
goodness.
huge. His head was the right size for his
Great.
his buff body, but once he got all skinny and sort of wasted away, his head is way too big for his frame.
You know what though? Like these dudes can put on. I
Rami, you're
was
not
actually
kidding.
I was actually talking to our guy Alex Boone last weekend, who has been
How's he
How
doing?
is Booney?
he's doing well.
Good.
There's still like the comeback thing is still
Is he
in
still
play.
talking to teams?
He is.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
And I think he'll probably know more after the draft once like team needs are met and things like this. But he was telling me, I was like, how do you put on like 30 pounds? He goes, dude, I mean, it literally takes me like 2 weeks. I just eat everything and work
I was gonna
out.
say,
Yeah, he
and-
told us. Remember, he told us his regimen: like a dozen eggs in the morning, 3 Chipotle burritos for lunch, and then like 3 steaks, and I think 4
Yeah.
baked potatoes.
That's
for
also
dinner.
my
I
quarantine
was gonna
diet
say-
right now.
In quarantine, it does not take that much to gain 30 quickly. I'll tell you what.
But 30
six
good pounds.
6 Surlies per night, about 3 helpings of mac and cheese. It goes on quick.
So
Jeez.
Rob
So what
Gronkowski.
happens? So here's the question to Phil's point. What happens? So if Gronk holds this title, this mythical title, into the season, if I play defense for an opposing team, could I announce and get a referee? Well, heck, I've got him. Could I pursue that title in game?
Those aren't sanctioned WWE referees, okay? Sean Hockley, I
Okay,
don't
could
think
I
is allowed
bring
to
one on
count
the
to
side?
3.
Could I get one on the sideline pass?
I would if I was a fellow NFL player, I would hire a WWE referee, have him dressed in plain clothes on the sidelines with like a sideline pass around his neck.
He could be a fake camera guy. You see that
Exactly.
sometimes.
And then I tackle him, I hook the leg, Judd, and the ref runs off the sidelines, rips off the shirt. There's a referee shirt under there, and 1, 2, 3, I'm 24/7 champ.
You remember how WWE used to do halftime, whatever it was?
Halftime heat.
They're going to do that because the Super Bowl is in Tampa. I've already had to write that down that the Buccaneers will play in Tampa during the Super Bowl. Halftime heat is the Super Bowl halftime show. 24/7 titles on the line.
Can you imagine Gronk being like, listen, I'm contractually obligated to the Buccaneers and to Vince McMahon. So I'm going to miss the halftime adjustments. I got to go fight Triple H in a Hell in a Cell match here.
You know what?
Just don't mind me.
There's a fighting chance Bruce Arians would be like, yeah, okay,
Whatever, cool. Yeah.
That's great, Gronk.
Sounds good. Phil
ahead,
Jackson
do
would
what
say,
you
yeah,
need to
for
do.
sure. Whatever you need to do to get your mind right to help
You're
us in the
right.
second half.
You thought a
Good to it.
WrestleMania Triple H entrance was obnoxious? Wait till he gets to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not Sean Hockley. It's Bill Belichick in a referee's.
By God!
It's ridiculous. So Rob Gronkowski back in the NFL, and all things have been reported to say that the physical is done and everything is happening for Rob Gronkowski. So that brings us, gentlemen.
You guys think, though, this is about sticking it to Belichick for both those guys?
Yes.
Does this further
Sure.
reinforce that?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know I don't think for Gronk it's about sticking it to Belichick. I think he just didn't like. For him, he was banged up, he was rich, and he just didn't want to take any of Belichick's crap anymore because it probably sucks playing for Bill
But
Belichick.
it's Brady getting his friend Gronk to do something based on the fact that Brady, I think, so badly wants to stick it to Belichick. So it all makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Like, put it this way. If you're rich and your line of profession beats you up every single week.
Yep.
And you hate the coach that you play for.
Yep.
Like, and you can go make money doing a bunch of other things like throwing parties and wrestling for the WWE.
Yes.
I don't blame him. And Bruce Arians comes along and he's like, hey, listen, like, I've got demands, but I'm not Bill Belichick. And your guy Tom Brady is here.
If the
Makes sense.
If the last dance is going to teach us one thing, it's that the greatest athletes of all time are also the most petty. I mean, Jordan's going to end up being incredibly petty and seeking revenge at every turn. And part of that is what makes him so great.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, Tom Brady is a guy who's petty and will look for revenge at every turn. And Brady, and here's the weird thing is, think about this one. Think about how often the greats concoct stories in their mind that don't exist about people who doubt them. Like they make stuff up. It's BS.
I do it all the time.
It's complete BS.
Rami, what's the last one
Yeah.
you made up to motivate
Come on,
yourself?
Rami, tell us.
That Judd wants that noon to 2 slot, and he just can't have it. He just can't have it.
It's
You won't
so-
push me out,
It's
Judd.
so bad.
You won't push me out.
It's so bad that at 9 a.m. this morning, I sent somebody of questionable health into the studio in which you are right now.
He's trying to take me out.
I didn't tell anybody.
Oh yeah, there's coronavirus testing.
Zolgad
Just go
wants
down
to
the
take
hallway,
me
take
out.
a
The
left.
last time I saw them, they were hacking.
I'm not going anywhere, Zolgad, all right? It's my time slot.
Just cough on the left arm of that chair.